Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 133, NASDAQ up 12, S&P's up 12, gold contract up $33, trading at $1,716 an ounce. Silver up 90 cents at $32.03 an ounce. Platinum up 11 bucks at $1,554 an ounce. Copper up 4 pennies at $3.51 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2.75, trading out at $88.40 a barrel. Bonds down a point and 2 ticks at 148.06. King dollar down 14 ticks, trading out at 80.70. Yen up 20 at 128.16. Euro, rather, up 20 at 128.16, and the yen up 7 at 80.36. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have? We are at 1427.51. We got to the 1433 area. We did 667 million. I suspect what we're going to do, folks, you're going to try to get up to this 1441 to a 1444 area. It is an ABC structure on the way down. You're going up with lighter volume. Bottom line is that what we didn't get into is the high from last Friday. It wants to do that. I suspect it wants to go a little bit higher. That's on the S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What the Dow did. Dow is up $1.33. We're at 13,245. The Dow can get up to about 13,000. We get 13,327 to 13,400 on the Dow. Same setup. NASDAQ Composite. Now, we get some divergence here. Now, watch what we did here. This is where it gets subtle, folks, okay? But this is where it's always also saying that you're going to get a higher bounce. So, the composite today is at 3,011, up 12 bucks. We got to 3,024. The high of last Friday is 3,033. I suspect this leg here wants to actually get us up to 3,062, which is another 50 bucks, which is a big move, by the way. Why? Well, the NASDAQ had come down so hard, folks. The NASDAQ went straight down from almost 3,200 to 26 to 2964. Big move down. So, what do you have? Well, the NASDAQ volume expanded. We did let me see. It was 1.7. It's probably 1.8 right now, or close to 1.8. We did 1.758 billion. Now, that is still an ABC structure on the way down because we came down with 1.98 billion. But when you do an expansion coming into another swing, small swing high, like we had on Friday, guess what? It wants to move up onto that area. Gold contract. What do we do with gold? Okay. Gold complex ABC still down. This is what we did. Gold is up 33 bucks. Nice move, no doubt about it. We're at 1716. We only did 166,000 contracts, folks. Not even close. This is when we broke downtown. You did 223,000. What you'll see, gold can run up. It's going to run up with the market. 1729 is the game on gold here. You know, we're at the 1716 right now. That can get up to that level. That's still a very large ABC structure on the way down. We put the dollar correlation together with it, and this is what you have. Dollar today, she backed down. I mean, you talk about slightly. It's amazing. Okay, so the dollar doesn't want to back off. What the dollar did out here today, she is at 80.70. You know, the dollar, you know, she can back down to 80. She can back down to 80 pretty easy. But bottom line, she didn't back down today, and she has some juice going higher. Bonds. Let's go over to the bond market. So we have what bonds is this. Bonds were approaching their swing point yesterday. We knew volume wasn't there. No doubt volume wasn't there on the way up. Neither is the volume there on the way back down. So what we did yesterday is this. We got to a price point of 149.15 yesterday. We had volume of 245,000 contracts. Well, that ain't even close. You know, we did 338 up there. In order to break higher, you got to do like 500. Well, what do we do today? You back down with 265. Now, bond market wants to get back to, looks to me, 147.07. When you put all these correlations together, what you have is this. You have a B2C of an ABC structure on the way down. The bounce still wants to go higher. That's the way it looks to me right now. And that lines up with what? Volatility. You know, we have the election today. Get out there and vote, folks. I suspect we're going to be, let's see, today's Tuesday. You'll run higher tomorrow. It wants to get into that 1444 area. How we get into that is going to be the whole ball of wax, too, because if you do go into it with conviction, hey, guess what? That swing point, yeah, well, 1444 is going to be a trip. 1450, I guess, is game. We'll see what kind of volume we get as we get up into those levels, but I do expect that that's where you're going to see that turn come in. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Well, I know what's going on in your world. In the world of the high-volume stocks, in a low-volume market, this is what you have. Express Scripts, that was down $7 today at 55.18. That had actually hit a low of 51. It actually come back quite a bit. But don't even think about touching it. It's a high-volume low right now. Intel was down 12. You had Micron Tech up 25. Sprint Nextel was off 2. We had Applied Material up 38. Oracle was up 38. Wells Fargo was up 30. Apple. Let's go over to Apple and see what Apple's doing. Because Apple, of course, is all about the NASDAQ. Yeah, see, Apple's going to bounce, folks. This is what Apple did today. So Apple's gone straight down from 703. It went 703. We hit a low on Friday of 574. The last time Apple had any juice on the way down, it did all its A to B equals C to D. Last time it had any juice on the way down was on the 26th when it was at 591. Okay, so what do we do today with Apple? Apple gets up to a price point of 590, can't hold price, backs down. What is that back down doing? Well, this is what it's doing. You did 13 million shares, you're going into 21 million. You're going to see a dead cat bounce. And a dead cat bounce on Apple can be a pretty decent one, meaning up $50. The dead cat bounce on Apple can bring you to 623.55. That is still that's a monster ABC down because your A point is 703 right now, and your B is it's 125 point. A to B equals C to D. So $125 is a big number. If we do get the bounce to 623, guess what? Then you move on down to the 500 area. We go take a look at some of the large caps out here. We had American Express was up 83 cents today. Caterpillar was up $1.31. Boeing 161. Oxy 175. We had Honeywell up 73. Big Blue up 93. Let's go over to Big Blue because Big Blue IBM is also, folks, in an ABC structure on the way down, as many of the large caps are. So what does Big Blue do? Big Blue comes off the high, off that 210 high, 211 high, monster volume. We hit a high with 5.4 million. We come off that high with 12 million. You got a low in the B point of 190. So you have a 21-point A to B. You couldn't hold price out here today. You know, I suspect that she'll mess around for the next 3 or 4 days. But if we take the $21 off of this, that gives you about a 180 A to B equals C to D. So you're talking about a big number out here, no doubt about it. Let's go take a look at Rackspace. Rackspace, thanks, Terry, just come out with numbers. Rackspace closed at 66. It's trading at 64 right now. And this is how the numbers go on Rackspace. The earnings per share, they met it. It was 19 cents. They met 19 cents. The bottom line number, top line number, they met it too, but, you know, the market's bringing them down. You're talking about just meeting it. 335 million was the top line number. They made 336. If we take a look at the setup in Rackspace, you are at $66 now. Don't touch this baby, folks. She's going to be making her way back to the 57 area. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.